Okay, traders, so in this video, we're talking all about trending markets. First off, we're going to go through what a trending market is, and then we'll talk about how to identify trends using nothing but a candlestick chart. Now, later on in the video, we will talk a little bit about how to use moving averages to make it easier to identify trend, but in this video, particularly, we're talking about identifying trend based on nothing but price. That way, you'll have that good foundation of technical analysis as we move forward in the course. Now remember, I know I keep bringing this up, but everything in this portion of the course is not meant for you to go start trading, because now you know what a candlestick chart is and you know what a trend is. That's not how people make money in this industry. That's not how professional traders trade. That is exactly what you need to do if you want to lose money, which I know none of you do, and I don't want that for you. So remember, this is all just basic information for you to have a foundation of technical analysis we're going to use later on in the course when you start to learn strategies. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into trending markets right now. I'll see you there. So if you had to take a guess of what trend the Euro New Zealand was in, which is the chart that is in front of you, what would you say? Uptrend, downtrend, or consolidation? Hopefully you were able to say an uptrend. And simply put, an uptrend is nothing more than when a candlestick chart is consistently making new highs and then higher lows, followed by new higher highs, new higher lows, new higher highs, new higher lows, new higher highs, new higher lows, and so forth. This higher high and higher low situation is what is referred to as a trending market, and this particular situation would be an uptrend. Now, the reason we utilize a trending market is because it gives us more accuracy on our trades. You've probably heard follow the trend before, and most beginners will gravitate towards trend trading for good reason. Again, it adds accuracy to your trades. It can make for better reward to risk setups. And all in all, it's much easier to ride a trend that's already there than to pick the very top or the very bottom of a market trying to trade reversals. So it's a good thing to trade with the trend. With this market being in an uptrend, what direction would you like to trade this market? To the upside, right? You'd want to be buying while the market is in an uptrend. But here's the problem with trend identification that I see all the time, and that is just not really understanding or having a set in stone, objective, defined way to identify trend. A lot of traders can easily identify this, right? That's an easy trend to see. But what if price is acting like price normally does and it looks more like this? We have our high to low, a new high, but then price does this, and then finally goes up and then goes up again. At this point, doesn't it get a little bit harder to identify trend? So with that being the case, I want to give you an objective way to identify trend right now. What we have in a trending market are impulsive moves. That is the big moves that break into new highs. Right here is our impulsive move. I'll label those with an I. These are the impulsive moves. After an impulsive move, the market takes a breather. We call that our pullbacks. These are our pullbacks in price. This would be a pullback, followed by our next impulsive move that breaks a high right here, impulsive move, and again, pullback right here. So the objective way that we're going to be identifying trend is the lowest low of the pullback cannot be broken for us to stay in an uptrend. So once we have this move that breaks and closes above our previous high, we call that our what? Impulsive move. Once we have that impulsive move breaking into new higher highs, which is what we're looking for in an uptrend, this market is still considered in an uptrend until we break or close below the lowest low of the previous pullback. So when we get a break above this high right here, when this market breaks above this high with the new impulsive move making a new higher high, then this market is still considered to be in an uptrend until or unless the market breaks and closes below what? The lowest low of the pullback, which would be where I just put this line. This is the lowest low of that pullback. So as long as the market stays above that low, then we're still considered to be in an uptrend and we still want to look for buying opportunities. At this point right here, we have had what? Another impulsive move. This move is our impulsive move because it broke above the previous higher high. At this point, what level cannot be broken for us to continue this uptrend? We cannot see the low of our pullback broken. Where's the low? That's the lowest point price got to in this pullback. As long as the market stays above that level and continues making higher lows and higher highs, then we're still in an uptrend. What we do not want to see is the market come down and break below that previous low of the previous pullback. I know that might sound complicated. We'll do it on a real chart to help clear things up. Also, if it sounded complicated, just go back and rewatch this portion of the video. This is how I objectively identify whether the market is trending up or down. Is going to be the opposite. We'll look at a downtrend as well. But the reason we have to have this information is because we want to be trading alongside the trend of any given market. If this market's in an uptrend like this, do I need to be trying to sell and go short and go against the trend? No, because the likely scenario is that we're going to continue into this trend. We're going to continue breaking into new highs. And just to show you that, let's click play and see what happens. At this point right now, looking at the chart, what do you expect to happen? What do we have? We have our low, just as we were just drawing it out, to a high, a higher low, a higher high. Here's our higher low right here, our higher high, our higher low, our higher high, and our higher low. We have now done what? Created an impulsive move. What do we expect after the impulsive move? We expect a pullback, but what cannot happen? This pullback after our impulsive move cannot break and close below the low of our previous pullback. This is the low of our previous pullback. So if this market does this, then we're expecting what? A possible reversal. We're expecting this market to possibly head lower. But as long as we stay above this previous pullback, we're still considering this market in an uptrend, still looking for buying opportunities. Let's see what this market does. Boom. Just like that, we break into new structure highs, continuing this uptrend here on the Euro New Zealand. So that's how I identify uptrends. Let's now switch the script, flip the coin, if you will, and take a look at downtrends and how to identify those in order to make more accurate trading decisions. So if for a uptrend, we are looking for higher lows and higher highs, what do you think we're looking for with a downtrend? It's the complete opposite, right? We're looking for a starting point here, then we're looking for lows, followed by a lower high, followed by a lower low, followed by a lower high, followed by a lower low, followed by a lower high, so on and so forth. And with this being the case, just like with the other example, I'll give you an example on the whiteboard here. If we're heading lower, it's really easy to identify this as a downtrend. This chart, extremely easy. What about when price does what price normally does and we get something like this? And then the market goes like this and gets higher and consolidates and then finally breaks below this low. Well, now, since we just went over this, you know that this is still a downtrend unless what happens? Just like an uptrend, we have our impulsive moves here, followed by pullbacks. What we do not want to see is the market break and close above the high of the previous pullback in a downtrend. If that happens, then we're considering that a possible reversal. But as long as that doesn't happen, then we are still in a downtrend. And what kind of trading opportunities are we looking for if this market's heading down? We're looking for selling opportunities as long as the market continues to head in the downward direction. So that is my objective way of identifying trend. Okay, so now to be sure that you have an excellent grasp of trending markets, we're going to go down to some live charts and we're going to look at a ton of examples. That way, if you are confused at all right now, that confusion should pass as we go over a ton of examples in the next video. So I will see you there. Talk soon.